fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, July the 14th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly, open, and gap. And Walmall is joining us. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and different from Walmall's. As always, have your risk management in place. Make sure you don't lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade or during any one single session. So for the week, right now, the pound is about 24 pips off the weekly open, make it 25, 44 off the high, 9 off the low. And a quick look at the dashboard shows there's two pairs, Australian yen and the New Zealand yen, that have not filled the weekly open gap. If we zoom out to the month, we see a big red candle. And we are 263 pips below that monthly open, 328 off the monthly high, and 9 pips off the monthly low. So basically, it looks like we are in the lower wick zone of the previous month. For the day, we're putting in the opening range. We are well below the monthly opening range, which at the moment we're 246 pips below the low of the open range for the month. For the year, 947 above the open, 331 off the high, and 1,359 pips off the low. We had an inside bar 3 days ago. Anybody who took that short on Friday, you're up 105 pips off of that inside bar low. And if you look at the dashboard, there's not much inside bar action to be had today. 53 pip range on the pound. Walmall, I don't know what you're doing, but you're just slaughtering that.
I'm just getting lucky here. I'm just following the wave.
Yeah.
What I mean by following the wave is, when you see the market ranging, go and take advantage of that. Because when you go and use your support and use your resistance, and trade between the two.
Yeah. Hey, I'm looking at the M30 with the buy zone here, and it looks like there was that return bar, and it looks like prices. Did it hit the open of that candle? Let's see. The open was 134.567. 134.567. That's pretty funny. And so what's the low here? 134.571. Not quite. Missed it by about 4/10. Hand grenade distance.
Yeah.
So we're,
But
yeah.
The interesting thing is that you talk about that return bar from back there, but in order to get to there, he created a new return bar. So
Yeah.
we'll have to watch that.
Yep. In fact, that return bar open is at 34.74, which is right around that psychological 34.75. And if I'm now looking at the M15 with the rat zone, and you can see here that the return bar on M15 has been completed. H4 on the pivot trading plan, Bambino flex indicator indicating a short, near pivot points is short, and we never got near the pivot today. In fact, we missed it by 14 pips, but we did take out the pivot from, let's see, June 24th. That daily pivot's been taken out now. And looks like we were in and out of the previous day's lower wick zone. In fact, the weekly open looks like it divided it almost in half.
We just completed that return bar.
Oh, thank you. So for weekly ranges, once again, only 53. We did not break out of the previous week's high yet, but we are 30 pips below, or we broke out by 30 pips previous Week's low for you weekly rats. High minus close 47 right now. Close minus low 6. Weekly crossover traders. High minus open 19. Open minus low 34. There's definitely pips to be had off of those horizontal lines. And I see, looking at the simple price action chart here, we definitely completed that return bar and created a new one in the process, like you said, Walmall. We also broke out at a previous H1 low back at 34.68. Okay, we got a 3-ball here, and we've got the lower high at 34.59, but it looks like unless this candle, I was getting ready to say, unless this candle goes up, it's going to make a new lower high. So Walmart, does this look like a new range is getting put in down here?
Yeah, it's a little too early, but yeah, it looks like it's putting in a top side of 60. We don't know what the low side's going to be, but we'll have to go and just wait a couple more candles to see on the 1 minute chart.
Well, it looks like a flip flop just happened.
Yep. And we went above indicator 2. So, so this is a potential long trade here.
Well,
the only thing I don't like about it is it's in that 60 range.
Yeah.
It's a superstition of mine, but if you would have gone in, the nice thing about this trade, if you would have been paying attention and alert to it, your entry price could have been at, let's say, 58.8.
Right.
You could have gotten out with a tip and a half.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, and it put in a 1-ball. So as soon as I saw that 1-ball, I would have bailed because it's just like it's just been burned way too many times.
Yeah, but it's we're down here at the bottom of this of the bottom for the day right now so far, and so we have to just go and wait, I think, a little bit, and we could have a really, really nice rat trade, rat reversal trade here, because, yeah, we've only got 53 pips range for the day, but it's 53 pips all in one direction. With 25 and at least on my charts anyway,
Right.
25 and a half pips off the open for the week. So, towards the middle of the day, it likes to go back and challenge that a little bit. So, not saying it'll get all the way up to, that 85 range, but it certainly could get pretty close to it.
Right.
Just going to sit here and watch and wait, take your signals, and now I know you like to go and jump out with as soon as that 1-ball shows up, and right now it looks like you would have been smart, but at the same time, it's one of those things where you don't know. You really don't know. I probably wouldn't have jumped out. I would have stayed and waited it out, saw what, just to see what would happen. If I take a loss, I take a loss because I know I'll get other opportunities.
Right.
It just, even if it's doing nothing more than taking a breath, that's okay. Take a small loss.
Well, no, because you're just looking at indicator 2 on the 1-minute chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because see, I've got the actually what I have up is the multimeter that shows the difference between price and indicator 2 and how far it's away. And
Right.
when you were first speaking, it was green on M1, but now the only green is on the monthly. And so, yeah, so that's why I like to heed the 1-ball. You know, this thing's only 6 pips away, now 5 away from the launch pad.
Right. See, now what I would do here in this, if I had gone long that trade, that flip flop, the original flip flop trade, and I'd gone at that 58.8 area, I'd gone long there. I'd either consider getting out. Okay, right now I'd be probably about 5 pips underwater, or I'd hold on and say, okay, let's just go wait and see if I get another flip flop box down here, and take the entry there.
Yeah.
I would go on long just now at 55, and just to get myself a better averaged in price. Would have given me an averaged in price somewhere around 34.56, something like that. I'd be underwater on both those trades now, but it's just sometimes you just have to take the risk and see what happens.
Right. Now the thing is, there was a flip flop to the south, and that would have been worth like 4 or 5 pips.
Yep, and that would have been a very good trade, because the problem is, if I hadn't gotten out already with the 1 or 2 pips, like you had suggested to do, I would have been sort of like I wouldn't have been looking for a short. I would have been looking, how do I get out of this mess?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, that's why I, usually heed the one ball, especially considering, we've been trading against the M30 candle color too. So,
Yeah,
and H1 and H4. I mean, you just had everything saying if
right.
you go
And then
long, it's one of those things that I've kind of adopted. If I'm going against something, I'm going to take a pip and be. If I get the pip, I'm out. I don't care
yeah,
how many. I don't care how big the next pot of shrimp is. It's like I got me a shrimp. I'm happy.
I got me my one shrimp.
Yeah, because it's better than them taking your shrimp. So
Right,
yeah.
exactly right.
Oh, and by the way, in case one of the two traders that has been hammering on me to send them indicators, I sent each of you the MT4 mother load. In there are more than enough indicators. And as I told you, if you send one more request for indicators, I'm blocking you. You need to get it out of your head that the indicator is going to make you money. The only thing that's going to make you money is you learning how to trade profitably.
The other reason why you wouldn't have wanted to stay in that trade is because I said this in the beginning of the video. We only had 53 pips. We've now extended that to 57 pips for the day. That's a very, very low number. I mean, we're down in the 5% level, at least for me on my smart range, where I look back 20 days.
Yeah.
So it's going to want to get to probably 75, 80 as a minimum for the day. So is it easier to go down another, 20 pips, or go and run 90 pips in the other direction?
I
To me,
guess
it just seems like it's more likely.
right. Well, we're in the launch pad, but we went down to the launch pad. So so
Right.
so if it breaks that 45 level, it's probably toast. But coming out of the launch pad here, you might have an opportunity to make a few pips.
Yeah. I think we're out of time here, sir.
Yeah, just about. We've got less than a minute. I just want to see what happens here on this candle. Does it stay green or does it close? Well, on my chart, does it close black or red or, yep, it did. So,
Interesting.
yeah, go ahead. I was going to
I
say,
was just going to say, interesting. It was a gap up on my chart, but still closed. It's closed as a down candle.
yeah. So, fellow traders, that's it for the weekly open and gap. I hope everybody had a fun and safe weekend. And as you are trading, I want you to always remember and never forget it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.